Grab yourselves a coffee, guys. It's going to be a long video today. Hi guys, welcome back again. So it's been a while, so I thought I'd give you a bit of a garden tour. It is currently the 9th of September, and I do apologise now for the audio on this video. I've had nothing but trouble with microphones. I've got 3 on charge at the moment, hoping that one of them will work to do another video later on. But for now, just going to have to crack on and get on with it, because this is the only day that I've got, and I want to try and get a few things done today. So we'll have a quick look around, have a look at everything, see how everything's going. Right, so why not start in the place that it's the only thing that's growing, really. Polytunnel is doing really well, really happy with how things are going in here. Got some hanging baskets, planted up, a couple of different ones. Then I've brought some of the peppers from the other polytunnel into here, and then finally starting to get fruit on these ones. But the ones that we are getting are decent sized and really nice. We've had a couple of them, not many. Tomatoes doesn't seem to be spreading anymore. I've been keeping on top of spraying them, and they seem to be doing okay. And like I say, that window's usually open. I've just closed it for this, but that can come off. The whole top of that plant can come off really. But I'm just going to pick what's left of these and get rid of the plants out of here. The orange Wellington, they're doing really well. Really happy with them. There's quite a few big ones at the bottom here on these 3, and they seem to be looking okay. That doesn't seem to have spread anymore, so really happy about that. I've got a few tubs of potatoes brought in here just so they're not out in the rain. Cape gooseberry, I've had a couple off this now. These were from my own saved seed, and they're producing quite big ones. I'll have a look at the other ones in a minute. But we've got one that we overwintered from last year. That's even got quite a few on it. But it's doing really well in here. Next year I might put one at the back if I'm going to put one in here. The Rebel Starfighter, got a few more fruit on this now. I've had a couple of it. Really nice tomato, really nice. Not sure if I'll be saving seeds off it, probably will, but I don't know if they'll be viable or not. Same with the Lucid Gem. These are really nice colours on that. It's really looking forward to trying it. I haven't tried any of these yet, but there's quite a few on it. Quite a few at the top here. And the plant's looking really healthy. No issues with that one whatsoever. Shirley, I don't know what's going on with this plant. It's drooping. It's had exactly the same as the others. I mean, that leaf compared to that leaf, you know, just 2 different plants. But again, there's loads of little fruit on it, nothing really big. That truss there looks quite good, and they're just starting to ripen off at the bottom here. So worst comes to worst, and I do have to just cut the fruit off and get rid of the plant. You know, obviously these smaller ones aren't going to amount to anything, but bigger ones, they'll be fine. Done that with one of the orange Wellingtons up here, and they're just ripening up nicely there. Now right in the front here we've got the giant cucumber. It's doing really well, really happy with it. Should definitely be able to get plenty of seeds out of this for next year hopefully, but doesn't look like I'm going to be going to Malvern this year unfortunately due to some personal issues, but go into that in another video. And then we've got 3 tubs of the single seed potato challenge left here. They're just sieved soil from this bed where we've been emptying all the potatoes out into. That bed is going to completely go, both of these, and we're going to build something new here. I'm going to take right back to the wall, the boundary wall, and just chop the top of this tree right back and build something higher up, just so it's not getting shaded by all of that and it gets the sun a bit better, and make better use of the space, because as it is, all here is just overgrown. Nothing really grows there because it doesn't get much sun, because the hedge and the tree blocks it all out. So these will be going, but I'm going to sieve as much of this as I can and keep it in the polytunnel so it stays nice and dry. Wind's really starting to pick up now, guys, do apologise for that. The giant kohlrabi is still going really well. Again, gutted I'm not going to be able to take it to Malvern due to me not going, but peps on that getting pretty big now. So what I will do is, the day of the show, I will cut it down and weigh it, just out of curiosity. Same with the cucumber, once that's ready I'll weigh that and just see if we would have placed carrots in these containers. I'm actually pulling all the ones out of this one today, and that is going in the polytunnel, but again that's for another video. But carrots in here, done really well on that carrot tape, really happy with that. So much easier than thinning out, but I don't mind thinning out either way. The purple sprouting broccoli is looking really good. Been checking it for caterpillars and anything else, but that's looking really good in there, really happy with that. Bit of slug damage here and there, but nothing to write home about. Pumpkin in between these beds. First fruit on it, and I think it's far too late for that. But this goes all the way back. It's planted in the compost bay at the back there. I've had to sort of manipulate it round this way just so it's not crossing the path. It's also coming out here with all that junk, and round the back, round the side here. The cabbages still getting caterpillars on them. I have been spraying them but I don't see them doing much. I pulled all the leeks out of here, considering pulling them out and just clearing this bed out, maybe getting it ready for popping something in over the next month or two, maybe the garlic, not sure yet. But loads of male flowers, just no female flowers. Another one there. So that'll probably be coming out soon, unless that pumpkin starts fattening up pretty quick. Potatoes in the compost bin. Chucked a bit of grass clippings on top of there, just to stop any that are on the surface going green. Then long roots, compost bays. Again, I chucked a load of grass clippings on top of this and emptied a few pots it's going to be some lovely stuff by spring. Climb on up there and have a look at the long roots. So the radishes, they both bolted and went to seed straight away. There's still growth on it. The carrot, that one's done really well. Really happy with that. Again, it's a shame won't be getting to take it to Malvern, but and beetroot, that one bolted straight away as well. But again, we will do a reveal with this, just see how long it is. It needs to come out anyway, so otherwise that'll just end up bolting as well. So we'll pull that out in another video on the run up to Malvern, just to see. The rest of the single seed potato buckets are all up along this wall. A bit there, sorry. They still need to be harvested. I'm not expecting much from these. There is, yeah, these ones didn't really grow much. You know, the plants didn't get much bigger than that. Bearing in mind I planted them right at the bottom of the pots and filled them up as they were growing. But these ones, they had quite decent plants in them, so there might be something in them. And same with this one here. So it could be something decent in them. But we've still got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 pots to go. The raised planters haven't done as well this year, really haven't done. So is what I'm going to do is dig a couple inches out, take out as many of the bulbs as I can once everything's died back a bit. Same on this side, and replant fresh tulips and daffodils in them and start afresh in these next year. All the dahlias are going in their own bed for next year. Really late flowering this year. This one's only just coming up. The calendulas, these are sent by LED. Thank you very much for them. White ones over here and the pink ones, they look absolutely lovely. We'll have a look at them in a minute. Got all Sweet Williams in here, and the other dahlia, again, very late blooming, only just started flowering, but it's spread all along here. Again, we're going to dig that up over winter. It's not something I usually do, but I'm going to give it a go this year. Got sage, rosemary, mint. Love the smell of mint. And then in here we've got a couple of sunflowers, and again loads more dahlias just coming up now. But I think what's happened is the lucifer has blocked out all the light in the early stages of the growing season. Well, sunlight that we didn't really get, and it's just slowed the growth down on the dahlias. But thinking dig all this up and rearrange all this again over winter, try and do something a bit better. Tall sunflower, I planted some beans in the pot with it, and they've sort of wrapped themselves around the legs of this table, so I've just left the table here and let them do their thing. But they seem to be doing alright under there, not getting battered by wind and the rain, under the protection of a table. I'm just coming through the top. The hanging baskets outside have done absolutely nothing this year. They did well at the start of the year, but absolutely nothing. But this raised planter, we've got 3 of these. I'm going to be building another 2 or 3 to put along the back here, but I'm going to do them a bit wider because these have been absolutely brilliant, especially these two with all the strawberries in. So I'm going to put all strawberries in this one again, and then have another 2 or 3 along there. But we've got parsley going really well in here. Spring onions done absolutely brilliant in here. Lettuce, I think this is the 3rd or 4th lot of lettuce that I've put in here. Just pick it as I need it, and once it starts to run, just pop another one in. Got another load in the polytunnel ready to go, or a couple. And then all the plants in these pots all need sorting out. A lot of them need repotting, moving up and deciding what's what. So a lot of these I didn't know what was in them when I got them. Calendulas, again these are the ones sent by LED. Got the yellowy white ones and whitey pink ones. Really nice. Thank you very much for them, Alison. Got another rose. This, somebody did mention to me what it was, can't remember now, but they recommended splitting it up into a couple of pots. So I'm going to do that over winter as well. Not giving myself too much work to do over winter, am I? So, big raised bed. The carrots did absolutely brilliant in here this year. No pests have found it or anything like that, but it's what I haven't done this year is used that as a compost bay. That's just got leaf mould in it, so there's nothing to attract them to here, and hopefully that keeps them away from it. But they're doing really well in here, really happy with that. And the parsnips as well, they seem to be doing really well at the back there. And then we've got some more coming up here, second sowing, so looking forward to pulling a few of them. I'm going to get this bed topped up and sorted out over winter as well. These will all be coming out over the winter, so that'll be one of the last jobs we do probably. Long runner beans, I'm just popping these now, keeping them for seed. They stopped growing and don't seem to have got any bigger than that. So once those are good for seed, I'll be pulling the lot down. Same with the sweet peas, just harvesting the last of a seed left off these. Start to come, and then these can get cleared out and set ready for winter. So this area alongside the house, I'm working on another little project, but again that's going to be something in a later video. But here was all just full of junk, still is, needs a lot of clearing doing, but excited to show you what's going on with this. But that'll be video in a few weeks time, so make sure you keep an eye out for that. Got leeks in pots, most of these bolted on me this year, but worth a go. Had no luck with a lot of things. This one is the Cape Gooseberry, overwintered from last year. Get plenty of berries on that. If you can, it's worth overwintering them, definitely. This is the carrot that ran to seed. We've saved some seed off that. Quite decent sized, you know, for the size of the container that it was grown in. Had I put that out on the ground earlier, might not have run to seed, could have been a big one. The other set of long roots, I've got rid of the 2 radishes and it's just a parsnip in there. Not doing great, but we'll do a reveal on that when we do a reveal on the long carrot. Mind the mess, guys, got a lot going on back here. So this raised bed along the side of a polytunnel, got lemon balm, grapevine and strawberries, and another Cape gooseberry on there. Some stinging nettles, but still getting strawberries off these. Not the nicest, but all this is well overgrown, needs sorting out. So going through, taking any runners that I want, going to pot them up into smaller pots and just take a few. But we're going to dig all these out once they die back, separate them all, top this bed right up because it's dropped a good 4 or 5 inches there. So top this bed right up, space them out a bit further apart, thin them out, and then we'll have plenty of plants to put in the new beds that we're going to build in the front. So I know there's absolutely hundreds of plants in here there. If we just pull, see they're all rooted there. They're all rooting, the runners are all rooting in here, so if I just pop the roots in like so, come back in a week's time, I could dig that plant up and just pot it on. It's hard to believe this polytunnel's maybe 3 years since I built it now. It's doing really well. Haven't had many issues at all in here. Still a work in progress, as is everything in the garden. But getting plenty of tomatoes. Loads still to come. And Bobby absolutely loves it in here. So we've got tomatoes and cucumbers all along the back here. 3 different varieties of tomatoes. We've got the sun gold, honeycomb and the sweet aperitif. The cucumbers, 90% short, they're telegraph. We've had a couple of them now, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 on there. Probably 3 or 4 of them ready to pick. We've got Hungarian hot wax chilies. Again, got an abundance of these now. I've only did about 7 or 8 plants. None of them grew any taller than this, and must have had 10 or 11 off each plant easily. Back there, got another Cape gooseberry that appeared in a pot with the pepper, and it's just gone absolutely nuts. So running down here, ends up there. It was the same size as the pepper plant when I potted the pepper plant on. The bonsai tree from in the house, the geranium, and some gladioli in the back. Many tree, Roma tomato, some more pongo beans, and in this tray we've got some spring onions, beetroot, radishes and some lima beans. But so what I'm going to do is pull all these radish out, and I might thin the beetroot out, but just sort of space them out throughout the whole thing. Maybe top it up with a bit of fresh compost. The grapevine, now I was gonna just wedge it behind the timber, between the timber and the polythene, and I thought that's a stupid idea, it's going to pierce the polythene. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get some sort of rings and screw them to the batten, have this cane coming along that batten, the other cane coming along the bottom batten, this one along the top, and then that should give us 3 tiers of grapes along there, and it shouldn't pierce through. I shouldn't have to worry about it piercing the cover. Up on the shelf at the top here we've got a yucca, spider plant, and some bell peppers, and some strawberry runners up there as well. But yeah, there's plenty going on in here. I have had a bit of a clear out, taking some of the peppers up to the other polytunnel. These all need to go back over there. Just trying to make it so it's not so compact in the back and hard to get to everything. Got Street Williams sown, so I'll be pricking them out and potting them on. I've also sown a couple of trays of beetroot there, and we're going to be sowing some more carrots. And I'm thinking, sort of like I've done with this, but I've got the 2 old dog beds. One of them's in use at the moment, but I'm thinking about bringing one in and just filling it with soil and having it as like a little bed in the corner, and just plant a few things for overwinter in that. Got a hamillic sweet pepper here. It's got a flipping hole in it. Plenty on that, loads coming again. I only picked all the ones off this the other day, and they seem to still be growing. The peppers seem to be doing really well for the time of year. Seems to be growing more rather than slowing down, if you know what I mean. But got an abundance of these little tomatoes. Right then guys, I think that's just about everything. If you're still watching, I'd just like to say a massive thank you for watching right to the end, and if you haven't, please do consider subscribing. Costs absolutely nothing, really helps out the channel, and really appreciate it. Catch you on the next one. Bye for now.